the will to win, the desire to succeed, the urge to reach a full potential. These are the keys that will unlock the door to personal excellence. The superior man makes the difficulty to be overcome his first interest. Success only comes later. All people are the same, only their habits differ. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. By nature, men are nearly alike. By practice, they get to be wide apart. Those who cannot forgive others break the bridge over which they themselves must pass. Your life is what your thoughts make it. The journey with 1,000 miles begins with one step. If you look into your own heart and you find nothing wrong there, what is there to worry about? What is there of fear? The essence of knowledge is having it to use it. Those who know the truth are not equal to those who love it. Learn avidly, question it repeatedly, analyze it carefully, then put what you have learnt into practice intelligently. I slept and dreamt life is beauty. I woke and found life is duty. They must often change who would remain constant in happiness and wisdom. Learn as if you were not reaching your goal, and as though you were scared of missing it. I hear and I forget, I see and I remember, I do and I understand. He who acts with a constant view of his own advantage will be much murmured against. To see what is right and not to do it is want of courage or of principle. Choose a job you love and you will never have to work a day in your life. Looking at small advantages prevents great affairs from being accomplished. The superior man thinks before he speaks, and afterwards speaks according to his action. A lion chased me up a tree and I greatly enjoyed the view from the top. The man who says he can, and the man who says he cannot, are both correct. Education breeds confidence. Confidence breeds hope. Hope breeds peace. Virtuous people often revenge themselves for the constraints to which they submit by the boredom which they inspire. Anyone can find the switch after the lights are on. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask is a fool for life. Virtue is not left to stand alone. He who practices it will have neighbors. Don't complain about the snow on your neighbor's roof when your own doorstep is unclean. When it is obvious that the goals cannot be reached, don't adjust the goals, adjust the action steps. You are what you think. Study the past if you would define the future. When you see a good person, think of becoming like him or her. If you make a mistake and do not correct it, this is called a mistake. Think of tomorrow, the past cannot be mended. Our greatest glory is not in never fallen, but in rising every time we fall. When you see someone not so good, reflect on your own weak points. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. The superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. If you think in terms of a year, plant a seed. If in terms of 10 years, plant trees. If in terms of 100 years, teach the people. The superior man thinks always of virtue. The common man thinks of comfort. One joy dispels 100 cares. When you have faults, do not fear to abandon them. He who knows all the answers has not been asked all the questions. Respect yourself and others will respect you. When anger rises, think of the consequences. No matter how busy you may think you are, you must find some time for reading or surrender yourself to self-chosen ignorance. The superior man is distressed by the limitations of his ability. He is not distressed by the fact that men do not recognize the ability that he has. To be wronged is nothing, unless you continue to remember it. If you are the smartest person in the room, then you are in the wrong room. Only the wisest and stupidest of men never change. We have 2 lives, and the second begins when we realize we only have one. Worry not that no one knows you. Seek to be worth knowing. To go beyond is as wrong as to fall short. Go before the people with your example, and be laborious in their affairs. Better a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without. Do not impose on others what you yourself do not desire. Act with kindness, but do not expect gratitude. Learning without thought is labor lost. Thought without learning is perilous. Be not ashamed of mistakes and thus make them crimes. Roads were made for journeys, not destinations. The superior man does not, even for the space of a single meal, act contrary to virtue. In moments of haste, he cleaves to it. In seasons of danger, he cleaves to it. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. To see the right and not to do it is cowardice. Success depends upon previous preparation, and without such preparation, there is sure to be failure. Be strict with yourself, but least reproachful of others, and complaint is kept afar. The object of the superior man is truth. I want you to be everything that's you, deep at the center of your being. To know what you know and what you do not know, that is true knowledge.